Welcome students, welcome to my next video. Topic: Progression of the Empire, Standard 7th History. As we have already learned about the Maratha power, how they rose and how they expanded their power. We have seen the developments and the foundation of Swarajya, and we saw few of the Sardar families who gave valuable contribution towards the Maratha kingdom, especially in the northern part of India. Now, in this lesson, we will see the major contribution of Sardar families who have given impetus towards the progress of Maratha power in the north. The first one is the Hulkers of Indore. Malav Rao Holkar was the founder of Holkar rule at Indore. He served Maratha state for a long time. He was well versed with guerrilla warfare. He proved his valor in the northern campaign of Marathas at the time of Bajirao I and Nanasaheb Peshwa. He was instrumental in establishing Maratha supremacy in Malwa and Rajputana. He proved to be a great help to Peshwa Madhav Rao in reviving the Maratha prestige in the north after the defeat at Panipat. Punyashloka Ahilyabai Holkar was the wife of Khande Rao, who was Malav Rao's son. Khande Rao died in the Battle of Khumbir. After a few days, Malav Rao also passed away. Ahilyabai took the responsibility of Indore's administration. She was a capable and excellent administrator. She made new laws related to agriculture to collect the revenue. She put the state in order. She strove to more and more land under cultivation, digging wells for farmers, promoting trade, industry, building lakes and tanks. She built temples and ghats, mutts and dharmshalas, drinking water facilities to all the important places of pilgrimage in the four quarters of India. This effort of her was an important from the cultural integration of the country. She looked into judicial matters personally and dispensed justice. She was very generous. She was of great love of books. She loved books. She ruled ably for 28 years. And she enhanced the Maratha prestige in the north. She brought peace and order to her kingdom and made her people happy. Yashwantrao Holkar tried to save the Maratha kingdom, but it was on the decline. Now, the next family which I would like to mention here is Bhonsles of Nagpur. Parsonji was given the Jagir of Varad and Gondwana during the reign of Shahu Maharaj. Among the Bhonsles of Nagpur, Raghoji was the bravest and the most capable ruler. He brought the area surrounding Trichinopalli, Arcot in the south, under the Maratha dominance. Shahu Maharaj assigned him Chauthai rights of Bengal, Bihar, Odisha. He brought these territories under Maratha dominance. In 1751 CE, Bhonsles of Nagpur won the Odisha territory from Ali Wardi Khan till 1803 CE. Maratha dominated Odisha. Now, my dear students, we will see now what is the contribution made by the Shindes family. The Shindes of Gwalior, Bajirao first, has rightly judged the capability of Ranoji Shinde and made him the Sardar in the north. After Ranoji's death, his son Jayappa, Dattaji and Maharji too proved their valor and strengthened the Maratha rule in the north. Peshwa Madhavrao conferred the family the title Maharji. Maharji was a brave general and a staunch statesman. Maharji was instrumental in re-establishing the Maratha supremacy and the prestige in the North India after the defeat at Panipat. He realized the guerrilla tactics of the Marathas would not be suitable for the warfare in the plains of the north. He was trained for the modern artillery under the French guidance of the French military expert. With the help, he subdued Rohilas, the Jats, the Rajputs, Bundelas. The British began to take interest in politics at Delhi, but they felt that Maratha might have to become weak after the Battle of Panipat. They managed to get Diwani rights of Bengal province and wanted to capture the Emperor of Delhi. In their adverse circumstances, Maharji Shinde defeated Britishers and reinstated the emperor on the throne. The emperor was pleased with his bravery and conferred him the title Vakile Mutlak, chief agent of the emperor, which meant that he had an authority of civil and military right. He accepted the position on behalf of minor Peshwa Savai Madhavrao. Due to this, Marathas gained full control of the empire. It was very difficult to save tottering empire. Maharji managed the difficult affairs with a strong determination and looked after the Delhi affairs during 1784 CE to 1794 CE. The higher Najib Khan was responsible for the Battle of Panipat, was still plotting against the Marathas in Rohilkhand. Najib's grandson Ghulam Qadir captured the Red Fort, tortured the emperor and his Begum for their wealth. He removed the eyes of the emperor and he took hold of the royal treasure. In these circumstances, Maharji defeated Qadir. He confiscated the wealth from him and returned into the empire, returned this wealth to the emperor. He reinstated the emperor on the throne of Delhi. Maharji recovered the Maratha prestige which was lost after the Battle of Panipat. He controlled the politics of India by putting emperor under Maratha control. Due to the family feud among the Peshwas, Raghunath Rao opted to go to British camp. He wanted to become a Peshwa with the help of the British. It was not acceptable to the Maratha statesmen. This led to inevitable conflict between the Marathas and the Britishers. The conflict between two great powers. The Maratha and the British would finally decide who will be the ruler of India. From Mumbai, British marched on to Marathas via Borghat. The Marathas army gathered under leadership of Maharji Shinde. The Marathas blocked the supply of food grains to the Britishers by using guerrilla tactics. Both the armies met at Vadgaon on today's Pune-Mumbai road. The British was defeated in this battle and they were forced to surrender the custody of Raghunath Rao to the Marathas. Delhi was under Maratha control till 1803 CE. When we note that the British conquered India after battling the Marathas, we understand that the importance of Maharji Shinde's achievement. After setting in order in the affair of Delhi, Maharji came back to Pune. He died in Vanawadi near Pune, where the memorial is built to him. Like Shindes and Holkers and Bhonsles, some other prominent Maratha Sardars also rendered noteworthy service to the Maratha Rajya. The navy raised by Shivaji Maharaj was strengthened by Kanoji Angre, his son Tulaji. With a strong army, they contained the naval power of the Portuguese, the British, and the Siddhis. They defended the coastlines of the Maratha state. Khandevrao Dabade and his son Trimbak Rao laid the foundation of the Maratha power in Gujarat. After the death of Khandevrao, his wife Umabai routed the Mughal Sardar of Ahmedabad. She conquered the fort there. Later, Gaikwad made Vadodara in Gujarat a seat of their power. The Pawars of Dhar, Devas in Madhya Pradesh, rendered valuable assistance to Shindais and Holkars in expanding the Maratha power in the north. The Maratha state was in disarray after the death of Peshwa Madhavrao. Nana Fadnavis, the famous administrator of Peshwa, and the Maratha statesmen set right affairs of the state with the help of Maharji. While Maharji was busy restoring the Maratha supremacy in the north, Nana managed the affairs in the south. In this, he was helped by the Patwardhans, Haripant Padke, Rastes, and other Sardars. As a result of the Maratha supremacy was established in the south. The Holkars, the Bhonsles of Nagpur, Shinde, and the Golkar of Gwalior, Gaikwads of Vadodara brought glory to the Maratha power on the basis of their valor, leadership, quality, and capability. They were the pillars of the Maratha power in the last phase. The Maratha Sardars were successful in establishing the influence of the Maratha power both in north and south. After the death of Maharji Shinde and Nana Fadnavis, the Maratha power began to be in vain. At the time, Bajirao II, the son of Raghunath Rao, was the Peshwa. He did not have leadership quality. He had many vices. Vices means bad habits. He was unable to unite the Maratha Sardars. The internal strife between the Sardars weakened their power. During the reign of Bajirao II, the Maratha influence in the north and south waned further. The British replaced the Marathas. The British captured Pune in 1817 CE and hoisted the Union Jack flag. In 1818 CE, the British defeated Marathas in the Battle of Asti in Solapur district. Finally, the Maratha power came to an end. This event marked the major change in the history of India. After this, the British managed to gain control over the major part of India. India came into contact with the Western world. That led to many changes in Indian social system. Many old things became redundant and pushed aside. Redundant means old, which was not in use. This was the major transformation. The major change took place in the medieval period of Indian history, and thus the medieval period came to an end. Thus, we find the modern period began. Thus, I would like to end my video. Students, if you are a new viewer, please subscribe it. If your friends are not aware of this channel, kindly send the link. Students, do like and subscribe. I wish you all the best. May God bless you.